This is Juliet, and today I want to talk about the subject of asking for what I'm worth. Why did I come up with the subject? It's actually quite simple because there are quite a few friends in my circle and colleagues who have a really tough time asking for what they're worth, especially women, because it is maybe culturally not that easy to, just ask for what you think that you want to get. There are limitations, thinking limitations that are going on where they think, I should not be doing this because I'm a woman, or I should be keeping quiet. I should just accept what they're giving to me. Whatever it is that is holding them back, there are limitations that are leading to actions and getting the results that are according to what they're limiting themselves to. So today I would like to talk to you about a little story of my own corporate career. So it was at a moment in time when I was in a good job, I was having fun, I was enjoying it, but at the same time, I felt like it is time for the next step. It is time to, really step up and move on, getting to the next promotion. I wanted to do more, I wanted to go bigger. And at that time, I was in discussion with a consultant, with a headhunter for the next promotion, for like a lot more responsibility. And I was asking myself, so what should I ask for as a raise or ask for a salary for this job? And of course I did my homework. So I checked for what does this entail actually in terms of responsibility? What are the market prices? Sounds a bit strange to say it, but it is the market value of a person who's getting into this job. Check the region. And especially it had entailed that I needed to move cities. So it was not just like switching the company, but also moving from one city to the next into another language region. So quite a few changes happening. And so I just really checked what is it that usually people are paid in the region for that kind of job. And so I came up with a range that was okay with me. And I defended it in front of my consultant. First of all, the headhunter. And he was very surprised, but I totally made value the education that was requested, the soft skills, the hard skills, the experience that you already had, the language skills, and of course, what this new job actually meant. So in terms of time investment, energy investment, travel, of course, also the responsibility that you're actually holding on your shoulders, it was quite a bit. So for me, it seemed reasonable, and I selected that range and I stuck with it and proposed to him with the arguments why I selected it. He was very surprised because for me, it was really a big move. And I told him, I don't need to move. I have a good job. If you really want me, this is what you'll have to pay. And so though he was surprised, it was moved on. There were discussions with the HR department, etc. And in the end, of course, I got it. I got what I asked for. And what struck me in that moment was really the fact what the consultant told me afterwards. We had a discussion afterwards once it was signed, etc., to kind of recapitulate the process of the recruitment. And he told me that I was the first woman in his career to fight like I did for the salary that I wanted to have. That was very surprising because what difference does it make if I'm a woman or not? I'm getting into that job. They want someone with the education, with the skills, taking up the responsibility in this new job that was significant, and also in the sense of commitment that you had to make. So if I'm a woman or a man, there is no difference in it. And even if I just imagined that there were other people applying for this job, male or female, they would ask for the same price too. So why shouldn't I? And it didn't refrain me from going after it. Of course, I was nervous. Of course, I felt jittery. And I had like stomach aching the night before I had to ask for it, to be honest. But I still went there. It's like, feel the fear and do it anyway. By the way, there's a book that's called like that. And it was really a significant amount higher than what I was earning in my previous job. So it was not easy for me to just ask for it. But I just told myself, if I'm not going to do it, I'll totally regret that. Because imagine this is just a process of like maybe 2 or 3 hours. If you conclude everything, like with the HR, with the consultant, with the manager itself, etc. If I hadn't done that, I would be staying with the company for, let's say, 5 years, and I would regret it every day of not having asked for what I felt was a fair price. It is a market, right? So it is not a negotiation just between them wanting to take me. It is also me competing for that job. It's in both directions, right? It's not just unidirectional. And what was really funny is also the fact that the job that I was taking up entailed quite a bit of negotiation skills and a lot of negotiation in the job itself. So I just thought to myself, if I'm not negotiating for my own salary, then how can I be good at what I do in my job? Yes, I know there are situations where it is easier to defend like a cause, defend for a job, for a position, for a company than for yourself. I agree. But at the same time, for me, it felt congruent and needed to do it. And that's what I did. And of course, in the end, I got it. And it really breaks my heart when I see, especially women around me and colleagues of mine who are highly educated, who are very smart women, but who are just not daring to ask for what they're worth because they feel they're better. There are people who are better than that, or they're not yet enough educated, or they need to get more experience, or whatever it is that they're telling themselves as a story. They're just not doing it. And it really breaks my heart. So if you are someone who's struggling with this, please reach out. I would like to help and guide you with this. It will be my pleasure. Because I feel that equality is required, especially when you get into a managing position. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or not. When you're getting into the responsibility, it should be fairly and equally distributed, but you have to ask for it. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and talk to you soon.